everybody, and welcome to another Teyvat in the morning. How's everybody doing? Well, I hope. I know it's technically not morning anymore where I am, but it's close enough. It's my morning, okay? It's morning in my heart. Today we will probably be continuing the Fontaine Archon Quest. We're on Act 2 of Chapter 4. Heck yeah. Let's start our timer real quick. Alright. And so first things first, I think we should probably collect our expedition rewards. Oh, the dog just started barking out of nowhere. It's probably fine. My mom can handle it, too. She's already upstairs and used to handling the dog. Alright, let's see here. We don't have enough resin that I would say we need to worry about it, so let's just head straight for our objective for today. It's a bit bold to do that before even a minute has gotten in, but hey, you know, I'm a daring person when it comes to my surprise streams and expecting people to get in. Maybe I shouldn't do that, but I want to get as much out of this hour and a half as possible, you know? I want to get as far in the Archon Quest as I can. Alright. So if I remember last time... I don't know if you can hear the dog. I hope... I hope she isn't, like, very audible at all. But last time, we learned Navia's tragic backstory, and we also learned some more details about the disappearing girl's case. Such as that, like, we got to talk to one of the girls who was dissolved, which is fucking wild. Anyways, Clorind killed Navia's dad, but, like, in, like, legal combat for, like, a crime that he didn't commit. So very interesting. Let's take a rest, and we'll start doing some investigation with, Navia. Let me switch to my Fontaine Archon Quest team real quick. Here we are. Got my Fontaine freeze. Alright. Let's take a nap. A peaceful night passes under the Spina di Rosula's protection.
Paimon slept so well. This place feels almost too safe.
Yeah, you know, for being in the slums, it's pretty safe.
Huh? Navia? Where did the other two go?
Probably important mafia business.
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina di Rosula's place of origin, and where we have our headquarters. There's not much for them to do here at the moment.
Paimon gets the feeling that you're just trying to get them off your back.
But why would she want to do that, Paimon?
But never mind that. When did you get back? Were you waiting here the whole time?
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did some investigating yesterday regarding the name Vache.
Ooh, alright.
Wait, so you didn't sleep at all?
There's an important case to be solved, Paimon. There's no time for sleep.
How could I after having such critical new evidence appear?
Guess Paimon wasn't speaking for everyone just now, huh?
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't seem to have a match anywhere.
What the fuck?
I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle. But that does prove that this Vache person is a key witness in the incident.
Well, yeah. Damn. So what, did they change his name and have him move away? What the fuck?
Does that mean we're too late, though?
No. There is one ray of hope. One place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to threaten, no matter how much they wanted to.
Oh?
And that is the archives kept by Chief Justice Neuvillette.
Ooh.
A place where detailed files on all the cases in recent years are kept.
Wait, but how are we gonna get there? Are we going to ask? Are we going to ask, hey, Neuvillette, we need to take a look in the archives? Like, are we allowed to do that? Hi, Katie, how's it going?
Wow.
If the Oceanid you met is one of the young women who went missing recently,
I hate how they say
we should be
Oceanid.
able to find some related information there.
It should be Oceanid. It should be Oceanid, and that should be it. Why is it Oceanid? I hate it.
So Neuvillette maintains an archive of case files? Whew. Guess that's the hard-working Chief Justice for you.
Yeah, makes sense. It's only proper
In
to
that
do
case,
so.
let's go talk to him, shall we?
Let me guess. The line to get him, I see a need, fill a need. Robots reference. I can imagine that the line to get an audience with Neuvillette is as long as an audience to get an audience with Farina. So.
Aren't you coming along, Navia? Did you get tired?
No, it's nothing. Let's go see the Honorable Chief Justice.
All right, you definitely seem hesitant, but I guess we're doing it. Once upon a Fleuve Cendre? Is that what it was called? Once upon a time in Fleuve Cendre. Let's go. The truth lost with the rain. God, what a fucking like title. Holy shit.
The Palais is right up ahead. Come on.
All right. What's the place called? The Palais de Memoriam or something? Oh, we're gonna find out. The Palais Marmonia. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, I'm sure it's as simple as just walk in. Right? Right? We just walk in?
Halt! Please state your business here. The Chief Justice is presently occupied with official matters.
As I imagine he probably usually is.
This place does look pretty heavily guarded. Guess that proves that Neuvillette's files are really secure.
Hey,
Sure.
don't you recognize us?
But we do need to do something about this.
Huh? Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't care who you are or who you might be related to. Our rules make no exceptions.
This little old lady Melusine. I could tell because like her voice gives off like old lady vibes. Oh, it's so fun. But alright, listen, alright, we just participated in a case.
See? They've got great discipline, too.
Yep. Paimon can tell.
Well, very, very happy to see it, but also we need to talk to Neuvillette.
If you're here just to crack jokes, I can point you towards the exit. Unlike some, we're busy, so please leave if you don't have a reason to be here.
We do have a reason to be here. Please explain it.
What I meant to say is, shouldn't you remember us from a few days ago? We were at the trial of the great magician Linny.
In fact, you know, I was the attorney I mean, I didn't pass the bar, but I was the attorney.
Oh, yes, I remember. I read about it in the Steambird. You must be Linny's attorneys.
Hello.
It's all coming back to me now.
Let's say hi. Hi, Lily. Ah, great to see you. Love you. Love you muchly.
We're here today to report and archive some information on a follow-up case.
Huh. Is that even a thing?
Yes. Yes, the disappearance case. We're here to help.
Of course. Don't worry. We're here on official business. You can trust us.
We don't have an appointment. Navia, this is super sus. Okay.
All right then, I'll let you through. The Chief Justice is just inside.
Wow, that was easy. Okay, alright. I don't know how that worked, but alright, sure.
Ah, thanks so much.
I don't know how the fuck that worked. I just love how cute she is. Her eyes don't even go over the counter. Look at her behind her little counter doing her little secretary work. So cute. She is so cute. Hello there. If you're lost, please turn back. Some of the rooms here are restricted access only. What rooms are there in here? If I were to tell you, you'd get curious, so it might be best if I simply don't. Monsieur Neverlette's office is just over by the side. This much everyone knows. And well, Lady Farina lives on the top floor. She's a real celebrity, so she doesn't really have any time slots free. But not to worry, the Maison Gardiennage and the Marchal's Phantom are also upstairs, so anyone with ill intent will not be getting very far regardless. Tell me about Lady Farina. There's a special entrance that leads to her suite, which isn't accessible from here. If you really wanted to get there, you can try jumping off the roof. Someone did once try to do this. Fortunately, his life didn't end up in any danger. He's presently hard at work at the fortress of Meripede. Which, by the way, is prison. Yay! Hi.
Please come in.
Yo, let's go! Yo, we get to go in! Let's fucking go! Hi.
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Nervalette. We only lied to get in because we
Lied?
the other way.
We lied! Paimon. 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 You don't just immediately say that! What are you doing? You fucking dumbass!
It's all right. Please
Okay, alright, we're fine. We're okay. He actually cares. He cares, he recognizes that we're the attorneys. It's probably important business. It's okay, alright.
So you're not mad at us?
Yeah, what?
We're looking for a man called Vacher. He may have been an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. If we can find him, we may be able to unearth some key information on the case.
Ah, I see. In that case, please wait here a moment while I browse through the files.
In that case.
Who knew that Neverlet would be so easy to talk to?
I definitely didn't expect it. He, even in his voice lines and stuff, he really seems like somebody who's more closed off.
Unfortunately, I'm quite certain that no one by the name of Vacher has been involved in any case, criminal or civil, in the past several years.
Fuck.
There are no records of him either in the files or in my memory.
What the fuck? What the fuck? I guess that's that. So we're back to square one.
Traveler, what if it was really just a dream?
Is that so? All right then. Thank you so much, Monsieur Neuvillette. We'll take our leave now.
I don't believe it. It was definitely not a dream, alright?
Ahem.
The throat clearing?
Miss Navia, I can understand how you feel. Your father, Callus, was a truly exceptional man. We deeply regret his passing.
And what are you trying to say, Monsieur Neuvillette? Are you trying to console me? Extend your sympathy? Or just express some tendril of regret? No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. There's no emotion behind your words. You only said those things because you felt like you should.
Whew, holy shit. Wow. Holy fuck. Damn. Wow. Oh, and he knows it.
It's just like last time. After my father took his place in the duelist ring, I pushed through the guards to talk to you as a last resort. You even told me then that you thought there was something fishy with the case, yet you still allowed the duel to go ahead. In your eyes, the value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear.
Oh.
If
Oh.
you truly regret my father's death, then why didn't you call a stop to the duel?
Oh my god.
Why didn't you give me the power to stop him from throwing his life away? Why did you just let him die, despised and hated by all? Everything was hanging on a thread at that moment. Just the tiniest effort could have changed everything.
Fuck.
There are still so many things I never got to tell him. So many questions he still owes me answers to.
Oh my god.
If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes. I, Navia, will show you the true meaning of regret.
Holy fuck.
I'm sorry, Miss Navia.
You and my father are truly alike. You keep all kinds of things in your heart and never say a word to anyone.
Wait for Navia Swift to make a song on this. Oh god. I can't even bring myself to joke about this. No, like I don't have any jokes for this. This is wow.
It's not so much that you can't feel, but that you would never express anything.
Yeah.
Oh well. In any case, everyone already knows full well the apathy of the Chief Justice.
Oh.
My apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
Holy fuck. Wow. That was... Wow. Oh. Wow. I don't have any words for that.
Navia, are you okay?
I don't think so. Oh, and it's raining. Is that part of the plot? Oh.
I'm fine. Rain.
Oh, it is.
It's raining.
You're right. Wasn't it still sunny when we went into the building? And there shouldn't be any active trials today. How strange.
Kudos to the VA. Also, that reminds me. In the Fontaine arc, Hoyo found a way to make their models more editable. Yeah. When she teared up, was crazy. And yeah, when she wore the mustache in the summer event, which was really cute. I'm really glad that they were able to do that, because honestly, like, Navia crying there really that really hit me. That was wow. Holy shit. Oh my god. The acting, by the way, like the performance on Navia's VA was really good. I'm honestly, that scene was amazing. Holy shit.
Now that I think of it, on the day my father was convicted of murder, it was also raining.
Rain.
What is it? Did you think of something?
Rain can wash away the evidence. Since the evidence is just seawater, the rain can wash it away. Your father's case, was he outside when it happened?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. Why? Do you think the rain could have affected the crime scene?
Of course! If people are disappeared by having salt water poured on them, then, like, the rain could wash away the salt water. Is he all against? But wow, yeah! I'm doing alright. Yeah, oh my god, I'm so glad I'm back into the story now, because holy shit. It is very nice to see you again. Hell yeah.
That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that, but didn't find anything of value.
Well, I imagine. But there was something you didn't know at the time.
Oh? Wait. You don't mean...
The fact that people can be turned into water. Yeah. Last I was here, you were playing the Kingdom Maker game where you could throw peasants! Oh my god, yeah, yeah! Throw peasants such a problem. I didn't finish that yet. I actually have, in a couple weeks, I'm gonna be, doing, like, one last stream to, like, finish up that game. So that'll be cool.
So you're saying that the true murderer could have been turned into water and then got washed away with the rain?
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. And if that's what had happened, then no one would have believed your dad, even if he explained what he saw to the authorities.
Holy shit. The adult and having to wait a shit ton of time for fanfics and series I love has taught me patience. So mood. Same.
I really think I found a true genius for a partner.
Yeah.
You're completely right. How did I not connect the dots earlier?
It's fucking huge. That's a fucking huge revelation right there. Oh, my phone kept buzzing. I'm trying to make sure there wasn't anything important, but it doesn't seem like it was. Alright, we're good.
Alright, let's go to Poisson. With this new lead in mind, we'll get to the bottom of my father's case for sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna make progress for sure this time.
Do you want to go with me now? Or do you want to head over by yourself later?
I'm gonna go with you now. Let's go. We should go while the idea's still fresh. Hell
Great.
yeah.
Let's go then.
I got time. I like that they ask you. That's good. That's some good shit. They understand the player's time. They understand the player's need to be free. Alright. Oh, Poisson. Oh, so it's over here. Oh, I've been here before. I didn't realize this was where... Oh, shit. God damn. Alrighto. So this is where Spina di Rosula sets up shop, huh? Poisson these nuts. Got him. I laugh at Poisson. It's just fish in French.
Whoa, what a huge ship!
It is pretty
Why would
funny.
a ship be anchored at a place like this?
Yeah, holy shit. It's just kind of sitting there.
There's no need to be so surprised. While it may look like a ship, it's actually Spina di Rosula's headquarters.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. That's fucking baller.
My father was the one who asked for it to be built like this. Perhaps our taste in exterior design is the only thing we occasionally had in common. A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest. It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and limitless future.
Spina di Rusula is Corsican language translated to English as Rose Thorn. Oh. I think I'm starting to get why you like it.
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you said Spina di Rosula had a glorious past.
Oh, Paimon.
Paimon was
You're so
confused
rude.
why a group with such a history would live in the sewers.
I mean, the sewer is... Yeah.
But now that Paimon has seen this ship for
real.
herself, she's been convinced.
Wait, Navia's early as fuck model labeled her as Taylor Swift? Oh my god. I always love to find out, like, the working titles, the working names for characters when they're, like, they're just kind of, like, working on the concept. It's like they just have, like, the design, and they're just like, alright, this is Taylor Swift. And they obviously they don't want things to get leaked, right? So they don't want people to know any details. So they'll just be like, yeah, so this is Taylor Swift. It was like how Joker in when Joker was being added to Smash Bros, right? The I think the internal name was Jack and Jane. And it was supposed to be Joker and Kasumi, I think. I think it was supposed to be Joker and Kasumi, but then they scrapped Kasumi. And so by that, like, Jack and Jane, it's like that could be fucking like any duo of a guy and a girl. Like, it's such a good fucking idea to fucking codename that shit. Because that shit leaked real hard. But, like, nobody knew who Jack and Jane would be.
Well, Poisson is where Spina di Rosula began, after all. It's our main base, our home.
Hell yeah. Concept art and working games can be so fun, seriously. Let's go. Oh god, it looks so fucking cool. Look at that fucking thing. This is such a cool little area. Like, what? I only, like, briefly, like, glanced at this place, right? Because I was kind of just coming through here, getting chests, you know, doing exploration objectives. But here I'm, like, actually, like, admiring the scenery. Like, fuck. I love Genshin. It's such a beautiful game. Alcina and reggae. Reminds me of how they jokingly called Child Ed Sheeran. He does look like he's sinister Ed Sheeran. That's what he is. That's who Child is. He's a sinister Ed Sheeran. Hey, yo, what up, buddy?
Maloose, we're back.
Right, yeah. It was a Kazlana because it was based on Honkai Impact 3rd's protagonist, Kiana Kazlana. I don't remember what the working first name was, but it was a Kazlana.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle, and our most important partners. You said before that you still had some business at the court. What brings you back to Poisson so quickly?
About that. It's because my partner here reminded me of something really important. You see, what if my father's case had something to do with water from the primordial sea? You still remember, right, Maloose? On that night, it was raining?
Yes, the case was quite similar to that of Mr. Linney's. Both were what you'd call impossible murders.
Then when they introduced their bio, had a quote about that said something along the lines of "leave this world behind" or something. And the character who said that had the initials KK, as in Kiana Kazlana. Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. Oh my god. I think that there's definitely a big part of Teyvat is the goal of leaving. Right. I need to fucking play Honkai Impact 3rd at some point. At least like the main story. Goddess lesbian. Yeah. Yeah. The gay subtext in Honkai Impact 3rd is so much less subtext, like especially if you look at like the manga. Could the mastermind be the same person?
Could you tell us a bit more about what happened before?
Yeah,
Like,
of
they're
course.
gay, that's just text.
Many years ago, something called synth began to gain popularity in Poisson.
Synth?
At a glance, it was a kind of drink that could excite your mood and produce many pleasant hallucinations.
Interesting. Gay subtext that unfortunately can't be outright because China, yeah. Though honestly I think it was there was one manga where Sela and Branya just fucking kiss, which is fucking dope. Like they just fucking kiss. It just fucking happens, and you can still read that one on their official website. So like, I don't fucking know, dude.
Wait! Didn't that guard guy who turned into water also mention that the primordial water could be used to produce some kind of potion?
Holy shit.
Yes, he did. Considering what we know now, it's almost certain that synth is created using water from the primordial sea.
And that's why it makes you feel loopy, because it tries to dissolve your insides. It's like how alcohol is a poison, and it makes you feel all loopy.
If you drink synth for an extended amount of time, you'll suffer many side effects, such as losing the ability to focus or control your emotions. And if you were to stop drinking it completely, you'll experience flashes of paranoia and anxiety while lacking energy to do anything. It's an extremely dangerous substance.
Holy fuck, it has withdrawal. Jesus. This is drugs. This is drugs. This isn't just alcohol. This is like some fucking like hard drugs. Holy shit.
As he oversaw Poisson, my father was compelled to put a stop to synth abuse and called for a complete ban of it.
It's spiked booze. It's booze spiked with like a heroin or something. Oh god.
Boss's uncompromising attitude incurred the synth vendor's wrath, but no matter how much they threatened or bribed him, he refused to yield.
Yeah.
Not only that, Boss became determined to find the mastermind behind the synth operation and put an end to the problem once and for all.
I'm gonna take to Earth, prompting the launch of an ark containing Earth's DNA and knowledge. Some believe that this ark might be Teyvat, as Teyvat means ark in Hebrew. Oh my fucking... What? What? Okay, that's actually huge, because yeah, like a lot of the nations in Genshin resemble like Earth nations, and I thought that was just a stylistic thing, but like that would make sense. And also there's a lot of Hebrew in Genshin. Particularly the hypostases are named after the Hebrew alphabet. Or at least like, you know, Hebrew characters. I don't know if you really call it an alphabet. But like, yeah. What? The whole thing was automated. The only person on it was Griseo, a girl who could paint things to life. They theorized she was the primordial one. I think it's disproven right now. Might be wrong though. Yeah, that's real. But that sounds so convincing. Holy shit.
Yes, but the enemy was very cunning. So he could never get anything out of the dealers, all of whom only sold the stuff and weren't privy to the rest of the operation. Recognizing that, my father decided to contact the dealers in secret and cultivate personal relationships with them. Finally, he was able to convince someone to become his informant.
The
man's name was Jacques. He felt
Jacques.
greatly ashamed about his work after seeing many families destroyed by synth abuse. That night, my father hosted a banquet at his countryside estate. He planned to meet up and exchange information with Jacques over some food.
Anime Bible Gnosticism, yeah.
But then, we heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. We raced to the scene and found my father, still holding a gun, and Jacques, who was already dead on the ground.
Is this gonna be like Miles Edgeworth, where like he watched a guy like shoot himself and then like just out of shock just picked up the gun? And it's like, bro, why'd you fucking do that? Why would you do that? Why would you pick up the gun?
Huh? How did that happen? Aren't they on the same side?
Sounds just like Lenny's case, doesn't it? In both cases, the culprit seemed obvious, but neither appeared to have any motive at all.
It would be really funny if the Astral Express just showed up. Ehete nandayo.
Looking back on it, though, I now believe the most important clue was something we all overlooked at the time. There were pieces of clothing left at the scene.
Fuck! God damn it. That was somebody who was dissolved. It's oh my god. They could have belonged to somebody who got dissolved.
Precisely. It's all thanks to you that I made the connection now. Back then, we all just thought they were some costumes that Jacques used to disguise himself at the banquet.
No, this makes sense, actually. Because if the guy who shot him dissolved, right? Callus would kneel down and fucking like ruffle around in the clothes and be like, what the fuck, where'd they go? And ultimately would set hands on the gun and would pick up the gun and think like, this is like I have to do something about this, right? Like in a fucking panic.
But, considering it now,
Kind of makes sense.
it's almost certain that they belong to a third person at the scene. With one extra person, we'll also need to reconsider why the 2 shots were fired.
Clorind low-key reminds me of Caitlyn. Oh, like, yeah. God. League of Legends. Ah. It's also possible the third person was to blame. Maybe your father got into an argument?
You're right. We still don't know what happened. But my intuition tells me that we're on the right track to figuring it all out. I'm finally headed towards the truth.
We're finally gonna find out the truth of DL6.
Jacques was an empathetic man who was infinitely remorseful for his past actions. It's unlikely that he turned on Boss with 0 warning. I think this third person is probably the key to the full truth.
You can finally make out with Clorind. Yeah! Well, I don't know. We'll
On
hope.
that note, however, even though this will not please you, demoiselle, as your and your father's butler, I must still offer a word of warning.
Oh, this song is... Oh, no. Okay.
Our opponent is insidious and cruel. They are extremely difficult to deal with, and Boss has already lost his life trying to bring them to justice.
Yeah. If you get yourself involved in this case... Yeah.
Even though Spina de Rosula has lost most of its former glory, Poisson has welcomed a new time of peace, and we have been allowed to live out our lives.
Yeah. This would throw you back into the ring.
There is no need to follow your father's path. It would be both wise and in line with Boss's wishes to step back and give up on the case.
She's not gonna do that.
If that's indeed what he wished for, then he should have told me that himself.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Was I not the closest person to him? And yet, I was the one most kept in the dark. What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Did he manage to protect anything in the end? Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful is still his epithet. And Spina di Rosula is barely getting by. Nothing has changed.
Damn.
Did he think I'd just accept his meaningless death and live out my life just as meaninglessly? I've never accepted that. Ever. Not since that day, and certainly not now.
You go, girl.
I want to find out the real answer for everyone's sake. For the missing girls, for the victims, and for myself.
Yeah.
Navia.
This is indeed the best moment to act. Your partner appears to be quite reliable, and more importantly, Demoiselle, I think you're also ready to take this on.
So you do know something else, Maloose?
Yes, I do. In fact, even before that banquet, Boss already knew of the connection between Synth and the serial disappearances case.
Okay.
But what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation that you, Demoiselle, had been selected as the next target to disappear.
Oh.
What?
Boss also didn't tell you that he had been diagnosed with a rare illness.
Holy
The
shit.
doctors told him that he had no more than 5 years left to live.
Holy fuck. It's like the one episode of the regular show. Yeah, we're like, yeah, the NPCs really don't have, like, the NPC VAs don't get much individuality, unfortunately, on their models. Holy shit, though. Oh my god.
And the serial disappearances case caused him great anxiety.
Wow.
5 years was nowhere near enough time to resolve this long-standing conflict. But once he passed away, all the danger would pass on to you. Knowing all of this, he decided to use one final intimidation tactic before his death. He claimed to have already gotten his hands on some key incriminating evidence for the other side, and even told some members of Spina de Rosula about the details.
Always love Tepe and Dunyarzad. I love Dunyarzad. Dunyarzad and Dia are in lesbians together, okay?
But as long as you remain safe, he would not share the evidence with the public. If something were to happen to you, then he and all those he told would immediately expose all they knew about Synth and the disappeared victims.
Right. So nobody would be able to get off scot-free.
I see. So that's what's been protecting her this whole time. The blackmail.
As we've seen, Boss's tactic has worked. Even though Boss has been gone for a long time, the other side has not tried to take Demoiselle's life.
Aside from that one time. They just, like, literally they just did. The moment that she decided to start investigating the case, they decided, fuck it. We are not having this. Fuck. So, like, women love women, Aladdin and Jasmine, it is. Oh my god.
No, I don't believe it. He never appeared to look sick to me.
Because he hid it from you.
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard, especially someone as proud as Boss.
You said it yourself. He hides his emotions. He doesn't show them.
To him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as the unfaithful was still far preferable than losing face in front of his daughter.
It's wild that, yeah, a bit of it roofies you. A lot of it, human disintegration. Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. But only if you're French. Oh, Navia.
So he chose to die in silence, so that he could protect me.
I'm afraid you're not understanding this correctly, Demoiselle. What Boss wanted to hand to you was not a parasol, but a sword.
Fuck.
If Boss's spirit could hear you telling me that you want to find the answer for the sake of everyone involved, I'm sure he'd be extremely proud.
That fool. Couldn't he have just given it to me straight? No. He might have set up everything precisely because he never thought I'd be able to understand him. Is that the amount of confidence he had in me?
Oh.
And what if I was never able to make it to where I am now?
He gave you the choice to live how you want, Navia. He didn't want to make you follow his footsteps.
Yeah. I suppose that's true. With the way he'd set things up, if I had wanted, I could have just lived out my life without a care in the world. But thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. In this case, he really didn't need to give me an easy way out. Huh. Malus, what was the key evidence that he shared with you?
Yeah. It's also kind of awkward. The Traveler is just kind of here. Yeah.
It's the location where synth is produced. Essentially, it's the enemy's headquarters.
Oh, shit.
When he was threatening the enemy, Boss didn't share the specifics of the incriminating evidence he found. But if you want to use it against the enemy, you'll still have to take several things into consideration.
Why? If we know where the place is, can't we just go storming in?
I have a feeling like this place is going to be shielded by the government somehow. And the government doesn't really know what's going on in there, but they think they know, but they don't.
You mustn't forget that we're fighting against a mysterious and dangerous organization that's been in operation for decades. There's no telling what might be lying in wait at their headquarters.
That's true.
We also have no idea what kind of evidence we may be able to find inside, nor what people we may be able to capture. But a single visit to their headquarters would be tantamount to a formal declaration of war.
Yeah. It's real.
The worst case would be that we leave empty-handed, but also open ourselves up to full retaliation.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna skip out on reading that Honkai Impact 3 spoiler.
Then, in that case, why not work with the Fontaine authorities?
Well, you saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Linney's case. We have no idea just how thoroughly they may have been infiltrated.
Yeah. Fuck.
Huh. That's true. Seems my father really had no choice. But things are different now. It should be a lot easier to prove the other side's guilt, now that we've connected Synth with the disappearances case.
That would be so pretty. If somebody would draw me as Farina, I would die. Oh my god. Holy shit, that would be so fucking amazing.
You sound like you've put a lot of thought into this, Malus.
I am the butler, after all. I live but to serve the boss and Demoiselle's will. I've always been willing to take on any kind of risk for your sake. But considering my relative lack of ability, I've spent my time keeping secrets, performing basic investigations, and waiting for the right time to come.
God damn. What? Autumn said panda, and I immediately said, I got bras in Atlanta. Is this Riz? I don't know. I don't know, Vivi. I dissolve in primordial seawater since it's your bath water and you've been marinating in it every stream. No. Oh, it's song lyrics? Oh, oops. I don't know. I don't know a lot of songs. I'm dumb. Sorry.
Thank you for all of that, Malus. Have you discovered anything new in the past few years?
Let me think. One conclusion I came to was that the enemy must be quite familiar with Spina di Rosula, or at least have an informant planted here. When I announced orders to the organization's members on Demoiselle's behalf, I used to deliberately keep a few people in the dark and observe the reactions of the synth vendors. If the vendors didn't change their plans, then the individuals informed of our orders must be innocent. If the vendors packed up and fled, however, then someone must have given them the news. After several rounds of testing and investigative tracing, I've narrowed the suspect list down to 3 people.
All right.
The first is Florent, Spina de Rosula's senior advisor.
Okay.
Huh? Florent?
Yes, surprising, isn't it? He was one of the people Boss trusted the most, which also means that he was someone who understood Boss really well. Thanks to his position within Boss's innermost circle, he always knew our upcoming plans and could thus avoid capture this whole time.
Really?
There's someone else like him too. Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières.
Uncle Marcel.
Uncle! No! No! She calls him Uncle! Oh, what is this confrérie?
It's a guild in Poisson.
Confrérie?
The boss helped it to grow to its current size and prominence.
Investigating is nice, but also your brain hurts. Yeah, real.
In the beginning, they
Sorry
were
about
only
that.
reselling some daily goods, but now they're one of the richest guilds around with a lot of business connections in the city.
So, they're like a sister organization of Spina di Rosula?
Yes, you can say that. When we were fighting against the synth dealers, they provided us with plenty of support. It's a bit difficult to imagine someone using their own money to hunt down themselves.
But their actual goal was probably to keep themselves in on the investigation, and in that case, they could keep guiding the investigation in a direction and then slowly creeping out of the way. That's actually like that's actually very similar to in America, we have this thing where our government basically like kind of like doesn't really like openly do it, but like they kind of facilitate the legal trade of drugs a little bit, you know, and then they crack down on it, you know. And so it's kind of like this, I wonder why they do this, and it's and yeah, it's usually for money. Usually for money, and usually because I don't know, they're just shit. I don't know. It's fucking weird. It's not like specifically bribery, but like there's like some real like dark dealings and stuff like that.
The final suspect is Thierry, the
And it
man
works.
responsible for coordinating information between Spina di Rosula and the guards. Although the guards mostly leave us to our own devices, there are still many activities we have to report to the local authorities. Since Thierry is always in the know about our current activities, he could theoretically always plan one step ahead.
Yeah, if the Traveler visited America, I bet somehow, some way, America's political problems would end up being solved. Not because Traveler wanted to solve them, but because, like, she just got, or he or she, just got, like, wrapped up in the problems while looking for their sibling.
I see. These are all people who I communicate with quite regularly.
Yeah.
To think that the enemy we've been fighting against has been right next to me all along, among those I trust the most. It's almost too hard to believe.
Yeah.
If you want to
Traveler's literally an
investigate them,
illegal
please
alien.
take every precaution to not alert the quarry. Judging from our experience, the enemy is extremely cautious.
Yeah.
Of course. And thank you, Malus. You've provided us with a lot of great information.
You're too kind, my lady. I'm just doing my duty. And before I forget, proving Boss's innocence would also mean clearing him of blame in Jacques' death. After that incident, Jacques' wife and daughter were taken into the Spina's care. They still live in Poisson today. If it might help, you could also pay them a visit. I can make the necessary arrangements.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Malus. You really are the best.
Yeah. It'll be nice to talk to them. Charlie either doesn't understand a lot of shit. Sometimes they're like a biblically accurate angel or eldritch terror. Yeah. Oh my god, that's really great. That's really funny.
A new
Oh my
case
God.
awaits, my dear partner.
I wish I checked out more Genshin fanfic and stuff like that.
I hope we can work together to uncover the truth and end this case once and for all.
Alright, Callus's case records. 3 years ago, on a rainy night, banquet goers heard 2 gunshots outside the house. When they reached the scene, Callus had a gun in his hands, and Jacques had been shot and slain. Based on the investigations done then, there was no possibility that anyone else could have done the deed and escaped, and Callus was thus adjudged to have been the culprit. Yo, it's time for a new case? We have our new case file? Hey, yo. Let's fucking go. Also, I have to imagine that, yeah. So, doing that other, like, reaching the end of that last, leg of the quest did, in fact, immediately fill out my, my dailies, which is nice. They're a shape-shifting world eater and has to consume materials from the world that are connected to the people is linked with to empower their shape-shifting. Oh my god, an infic reason for ascension material. That's so fucked up. I love it. Also, this is the wrong house. Hold on, I'm gonna do some rock climbing. Don't mind me. Hold on, I went to the wrong house. Quality of life updates are surprised to be sure, but a welcome one. Yeah, there's some really, really good stuff added to this game.
It is settled, then. Please excuse me, and enjoy your conversation at your leisure.
Thank you for arranging everything for us, Malus.
Excuse me, miss. Do you need anything from us?
Oh, oh, you can see how angry she is. She's like, your dad killed my dad. It's like, no, no, child.
Hey, Navia's all quiet. This isn't like her at all.
Let's not bother her for now.
I'm sorry that I only came to visit after all this time. After what happened, I didn't know how I was supposed to face the two of you.
Her name is Adele. Here she is in Poisson, rolling in the deep. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I fucked up and that went to the wrong scene. Anyways, we're gonna I'm gonna take us back to the right scene now. Anyways, hi, how's it going? Welcome back. We're here again. We're in the right scene now. God.
Ah, if it's about that, there's no need to apologize. After my husband died, Spina di Rosula sent us a lot of mora and support. I understood your guilt and apology to be genuine.
What could be better than moral support than mora support? Sorry, I had to do it again. Anyways, now I gotta switch the thing over. Alright. You've gone mad with power.
But aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jacques? I can understand the kind of pain that comes with losing a father so needlessly.
Yeah.
You don't understand at all.
Oh, this angsty child. Oh no, angsty child.
I didn't know how to face you. Because I didn't know what I could possibly bring as a consolation gift.
3, 2, 1. You could bring father back.
I know.
Oh, okay.
Only the full truth could bring closure to you. And to all of us.
I was wrong.
I'm sorry. I appreciate the sentiment, but you don't have to carry all that guilt. On the matter regarding my husband, my daughter and I have more or less found our answer already.
Literal fatherless depressingly fatherless behavior. That is very sad. It's very
Would you
sad.
mind sharing it with me? I really can't believe that my father could ever bring himself to shoot Jacques.
I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless times that if he could turn back the clock, he would never go into the synth business again.
Yeah.
He had many regrets, and felt that he took the idea of providing for his family too literally. For the longest time, he thought Mora was everything.
Fuck.
So when Mr. Callis came to him with a proposal, he accepted it almost immediately.
Yeah.
He tried to be as careful as he could, but even so, he was still found out by the higher-ups.
Yeah. I can imagine that he was killed and Callis was blamed because Callis was helping him.
They found out about his betrayal?
Papa didn't say that exactly, but Papa did tell me that I should never be ungrateful.
Before he left that day, he told me that he had no choice. It was only later that I realized it was his final farewell to the two of us.
Wait, does that mean someone ordered Jacques to take out Callis?
I don't know that for sure, but you could say that's the conclusion I eventually came to.
Hold on. My brother is asking if he should buy Xenoblade. Yes, you should buy Xenoblade. The first Xenoblade is one of the greatest RPGs of all time. It does take a long time though. But you recently played Final. I'll just say FF7. Both original and the 2 remakes. So, like, you get it. RPGs. Anyways, there we go. That's taken care of. It's a fun time. Has a lot of women if he's into that. No, it's like Xenoblade 1. Xenoblade 1 kicks so much ass. Xenoblade 1's so good. Enjoy spending hours wandering around. I'm gonna hold on. Wait. I can sell this to him even more. It's like a single player World of Warcraft, almost ish. That's the vibe I got, anyways. That'll get him. That'll get him. 100%. Because yeah, it is. There's a fuck ton of side quests. And there's a big world to explore. There's an epic story with cool cutscenes. And the only difference is that it's single player. But it very much feels like it's shaped like an MMO. You know, you have like the whole like action bar that's kind of like your spells and stuff. It's a very, very early stream. Sorry. That's what I do. I'm doing these morning streams. They help me get going. I am on Act 2 of Chapter 4.
Which
So
is
right
why
now,
I'm the one who should feel guilty.
yeah.
Callus had always taken great care of us, both when he was still alive and after he passed away.
Yeah, so we're investigating the death of this girl's father and this girl's husband. Same person, obviously. And Navia's dad is the alleged one who killed him. But, and that's Callus.
Even if he fired the shot that killed my husband, it was likely in self-defense. It is impossible for me to hate him for what he had done.
Oh yeah, right, you don't like the dub. The dub has fucking kicked ass so far, so...
Mama, why is Papa still the bad guy if he did the right thing? Papa always wanted to be a good man, so why did he have to do a bad thing in the end?
It's... Morality's hard, kid.
Well, things aren't always as they seem. You still feel like your papa was a good man, right?
Yeah, Papa was a really good man. The best in the whole world.
Aww. See, he was just doing his best, you know? In a place called Poisson, Fish, which houses the Mafia, the Spina di Rosula, they're investigating the leader's father, Navia's father, Callus, and how people are targeting her and other people with drugs called, fuck, I forgot the name of it. Damn it. I was gonna add a sentence with if it's gonna do a sentence with like an absurd amount of parentheticals. Synth. Yeah. Targeting her and other people with drugs, which, are called synth. And, those drugs can make you high or disintegrate you. In which case it's the waters of the primordial sea.
Then you should hold on to that. If a good man had to do a bad thing, then he must have had his reasons.
Exactly.
Regardless of whether he left you a parasol or a sword. He must have done so to give you a better life.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Fuck.
Oh. Thank you for everything you've told me. I will definitely find the truth. The current state of things is not something I'm willing to just sit back and accept.
Thank you. I'm very grateful to hear this from you.
Yeah.
Even though your personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak is really similar.
You really think so? That's the first time anyone said that to me.
Wow. Testimony from Jacques' family. Jacques' family believes that he had struggled greatly with the order to kill Callus. Did Callus act in self-defense, or was there more to the incident?
Are you
All right.
okay, Navia?
I'm fine. Don't worry. Let's investigate the 3 suspects next.
All right.
Laurent should be nearby.
Oh boy.
And we should be able to find Thierry and Uncle Marcel in the city.
An ice cube
I'll
is in
get
the open,
myself
starts to
together on the way.
melt. Would you consider
So
the ice cube
please
wet?
don't worry.
I would, personally. Personally, yes. I would consider an ice cube that has started to melt wet. It is saturated.
Greetings, boss. How may
It is
I be of
coated in the water.
assistance today?
yeah, the VA, like, the VA for Farina did a really fucking good job.
I'm sure you've heard about what happened at the Opera House. Someone got turned into water right in front of us.
Yeah, I've heard. With something that dramatic, I'm sure journalists will milk it for all it's worth. And it'll be all the talk for the next several weeks.
Yeah.
It also reminded me, on the day that the incident happened with my father, it was raining outside, and we found some clothes left at the scene. After my partner here put the dots together for me, I feel like we should try to reopen his case. Can you do me a favor and try to recall what happened that night?
Oh boy.
Let me think. Mr. Callus was feeling pretty upbeat that day. So he was drinking and bantering away with us at the table.
Traveler, by the way, not even hiding that this person's a suspect. She is pissed. She is fucking pissed. Can water be? I'm not doing that. I don't agree with that. No.
After that, he told us that he wanted to go get some fresh air. So we let him go without thinking much of it. Who knew that we would hear 2 gunshots ring out right after?
Oof.
My first reaction was that Mr. Callus's life was in danger. So I grabbed my holster and made a mad dash toward the scene. But when I got there, it was already too late. Mr. Callus was standing over a dead body with a gun in his hands. All we could do was look back and forth at each other, not knowing what to say.
So you also remember 2 gunshots then?
So the thought is, perhaps Jacques shot at Callus and then Callus shot back? That's one proposed theory, but then what's the deal with the dissolved person?
Indeed. The guard said that the first shot didn't hit anyone, while the second killed Jacques. But I've never really bought that explanation. Reason being, Mr. Callus had left his gun on the table. I even made sure to confirm that before running to the scene.
Oh shit, okay, now that's interesting.
But according to the guards, that doesn't mean he couldn't have had other guns on his person. About the clothes left at the scene that you mentioned. Do you think there was a third person there who was turned into water?
It's very possible.
At least from our perspective, my father had no reason to kill. So he would also have no reason to bring an extra gun with him. The gun he was holding probably belonged to Jacques, or a third person on the scene.
I agree with Alicia. I agree with Alicia Ishtar. Can we move on from the conversation?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So you're saying Mr. Callus ended up with the gun because he seized it from one of the other guys?
Seems
But
likely.
hold on. If that's what had happened, then why didn't he share the truth with any of us?
He's probably been keeping the truth from specific people, in particular these 3.
He didn't even want to face the Oratrice machine, and chose instead to prove his honor in a duel.
That is honestly a really good question.
Did he lose all faith in the courts after seeing someone dissolve right in front of his eyes?
I wouldn't be surprised.
About that, Malus told me a thing or two. So, I think I can understand why he committed to the duel.
Wait, they based the Hydro Archon off of Sela? They ended up with a very different character. That's awesome.
I'll tell you everything once the whole truth has been revealed.
I understand. Then I'll leave Mr. Callus's honor in your hands, boss. And if I may just say one more thing. The whole Callus the Unfaithful epithet has been a thorn in my side since the day it was invented. Many people have laughed at me for still calling him Mr. Callus, even after so many years have passed. But it was Mr. Callus's trust that allowed me to rise through the ranks of Spina di Rosula and live the life I lead today.
Either this guy's really convincing, or he really didn't do it.
No matter what others might say, he'll always be the man I respect the most. And he'll always be my boss.
Don't worry. I will definitely find the truth. You and all our other comrades at the Spina deserve to know the truth as well.
He hasn't been trying to dissuade us from, searching for the truth. And he actually provided some stuff that is quite helpful to our case. Florent, the advisor to the Spina di Rosula, claimed that he was very grateful to Callus for his kindness. He was also present at the banquet on the day of the case and can provide evidence that Callus did not carry a gun with him when he went out. Alright, go to the court of Fontaine and speak to Theory. Theory? Terry. I don't remember how it was supposedly pronounced. We're just gonna go there. I should have been listening when Melus said his name. I don't remember it. Well, here we go.
Hey, Thierry. It's me.
Thierry.
Oh, now, what brings you here, Miss Navia? I've heard that you made quite the name for yourself at the Opera House.
I don't like his attitude.
Oh, so you've got news of that already.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm also a member of the guards, you know. The way you make it sound, people would think I was sent off to Poisson because I had done something wrong.
I really hate his tone.
Are you sure there isn't a little bit of truth in that? Under normal circumstances, shouldn't you have been called back to the city already?
Isn't Navi a detective? Kinda.
Where I work, it's really up to me. Let's just say I enjoy the ambiance of Poisson.
Yeah, no, this guy's sus. You can just feel the sus emanating from his voice. Isn't Navi a detective? She's like a mob boss, right? But she moonlights as a detective.
Callus did a fantastic job running the town, building Spina di Rosula from the ground up and clearing many obstructions in my way.
I guess her mafia is mostly focused on investigating crimes, so, yeah.
It would be next to impossible for me to find a similarly easy but high-paying job in the city.
It isn't the mafia. It's sort of a back alley organization. It is more so a detective agency, but she's treated a bit like a mob boss. And I like that, at least, image for her, where she's kind of a mob boss. Like, yeah, she's the leader of the detective agency, kind of-ish. But, like, it's never explicitly called a detective agency, you know? Like, it's just this kind of, like... It's just this, this organization that, like, houses people and protects people and, Yes, she shoots cannons. Do detectives shoot cannons? No. Who walks around with a gun? Well, I guess detectives do. But the mafia does too. I think, like the mafia is very much this underground organization that is kind of like working behind the scenes, and maybe, you know, these are kind of working for justice, you know. That's cool, all right? But like ultimately they are still kind of like this kind of like, I don't think mafia moves around with potential nuclear weaponry. This mafia could. The mafia could. Also, it's not nuclear, okay? It's powered by shield crystals. You don't know what the mafia could have access to. The mafia gets it in with the government. They get it in with the government usually. They try to, like, get some local power. That's, like, a part of the mafia. Cannons aren't nuclear bombs. They're fine. She's fine. She's... whatever. Yeah, Navia and her people literally have suits and sunglasses. She's the mafia. She's the fucking mafia.
Anyway.
They're the nice mafia, but they're still the mafia.
Are these two friends of yours? You, here for some formal business?
You, here for some formal business? I hate this guy's attitude.
Yes. These two are my partners.
This is the most sus guy of this mafia-adjacent organization.
What happened at the Opera House made us realize that Linny's case and my father's may be related. We're trying to reinvestigate the details of my father's old case.
Ah, I get it. You think there might be more to the case now that we know people can be dissolved into water, right? I was also flabbergasted when I first heard of it. If you want to go through the original files from your father's case, I can help you look for them.
That'd be much appreciated. Thank you.
Okay.
Actually, I have another question. Do you have the authority to dispatch Gardamex?
They're not integrated. The Spina di Rosula is not integrated with the government. They're an independent organization. Yeah, they are more like a vigilante mafia. Yeah.
Of course. Without them, I
Family.
couldn't possibly
That's the
handle Poisson on
mafia.
my own.
The mafia is about family. Do you understand? The mafia, the Italian mafia, is like one of the prerequisites is that you are a pure Italian, okay? They're very family centric. The leader of the mafia is literally called the Godfather. The mafia is a family. I know that Fontaine is France, but like, they're still a mafia.
Why do you ask? We definitely can't use them to forcefully get more evidence for your father's case.
Not just France? Yeah, it's primarily France. Primarily France. Okay. Mix of other cultures, too. Corsican mafia exists? I imagine. I imagine. There's the Russian mafia, so there are other mafias, you know? I only know about the Russian mob because of that, that comedy routine by that one guy. I don't remember who was the Machine. I don't fucking remember. I don't remember the guy's name. But that's the only, whenever I think of the Russian mob, all I think of is that. Yeah, Sumeru is like Egypt and like the Middle East and like that stuff, yeah. And, like Southern Asia.
Well, you see, just recently, we were attacked by a horde of unnumbered Gardamex in the city. So, if you hypothetically wanted to do something against me, all you would need to do is get rid of the mecha serial numbers and send them after me.
That's very forward of you. I mean, like, yeah, it's more so Persian and Indian traditions. Pyramids. Pyramids. I mean, I don't know if maybe the Persians did pyramids, but like stereotypically, it was an Egyptian thing, right? The pyramids. Pyramids aren't just in Egypt. I know there are pyramids everywhere, but like they're stereotypically associated very strongly with Egypt. I know there are pyramids all around the world, but they're all of different types, and the pyramids in Sumeru were clearly based on the fucking pyramids of Giza. Because they're tombs. They use them as burial sites in Sumeru. They're based on the Egyptian pyramids.
Then you think too highly of my abilities. Dispatching mecha is very different from controlling them. If I had to make an analogy, when you order a dish, the chef will make it for you. You can ask the chef to cook, but not to massage your shoulders or carry your baggage. If you try to make unreasonable demands, the chef would just think you're out of your mind and ignore you completely. The same goes for me and my Gardamex.
Mm-hmm.
Removing a serial number is also not as easy as you might think. There are a lot of complex steps to it, and it's almost impossible to keep it a secret.
Okay.
So I can promise you, those mecha were definitely private units. They're certainly not cheap. So, whoever their owner is must be super rich, powerful, or both. Now that you mention it, though, being in the synth business would definitely be profitable enough to afford this.
Damn straight.
Oh, then you're officially in the clear, Thierry.
I think she's bluffing a bit, but like, you know, she's being nice. She's being nice. You know, you don't tell the suspect that you know it's him.
Oh, well, thank you for the vote of confidence, Navia.
Yeah, it's got a lot. It's got a lot of different, like I said, Middle East, Northern Africa, Southeast Asia, all of that kind of stuff. India.
Jokes aside, I'd like to wish you all the best with your investigation. I'll be staying in the city for a little while, so just come find me if you need any support from the guards.
Navia is theorized to be a variant of Durandal, Kiana's sister. On style alone they fit? Cool. Alright, Thierry is the person responsible for official contact between the Spina di Rasula and the guards. According to him, only the sufficiently rich can privately own large numbers of Gardamex. Alrighty. And our last contact is Marcel. We're gonna go a little bit over hour 30 because I want to meet with all three of the suspects before we move on. Before we leave for the night. I mean, for the morning. For the... whatever. Before... I'm so used to streaming at night, you can tell. May I send a link here or not? It's okay if not. I don't think so. I don't want you to get in trouble with the bot.
Hello. How may I help you?
The Twilight Princess, not Link. You can send the Twilight Princess. Oh my god. But yeah, probably for the best to not send a link, yeah.
I'm here to see Marcel. Could you please let him know? You can just say Navia's looking for him.
Sure. I will let him know right away.
Currently 2 a.m. for me. Hey, real.
Navia.
Apocalypse.
Hello.
I hope
Sorry
you
to
have
keep
a good
waiting.
sleep.
I'm
You
not
need
as young
some
as I
sleep.
used to be, so my legs are giving out a bit.
Based on the Hindu religion, is not only both are gods of wisdom, but also have very similar origin story. Character in the Sub-Zero's festival. Ganesha's birthday celebration. That's really cool. God, I love all the different cultural references. They're all so fucking fascinating. I once read an entire Twitter thread that was explaining all of the cultural references behind Layla. And, like, her design, her backstory, her, like, everything. And it was so cool. When I woke, I was riding in a flower carriage. No! Stop! Stop. Oh, God. Took coffee to help finish part of the thesis. Thankfully it's done. Hell yeah. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it, Arisen. That's fucking hype as hell. I hope your thesis goes well.
Oh, it's all right, Uncle Marcel. There's no need to stress. I just wanted to talk to you briefly about what happened in the Opera House. I'm sure you saw everything too, right?
His alter ego has a line which says something like, the ley lines are a reflection of the stars, and that blew my mind. Yeah! It's so cool. The ley lines have, like, the constellations drawn in them too. They're like, they like match the stars or whatever, or something like that. So cool. Fucking
Yes,
crazy.
I've never seen anything so strange.
Oh, you were at the Opera House too?
That's right. I went there with Navia to see the magic show. Who knew it would turn into a whole murder mystery? I also witnessed your marvelous sleuthing work. Quite impressive. To beat the Hydro Archon at her own game on her own turf, I can already imagine everyone in Fontaine discussing your exploits over a few glasses of wine.
Oh, Paimon doesn't want to become the talk of drunkards.
Yeah, that already happened with Venti.
Apologies. It's just how Fontaine is as a nation. Everyone loves drama and theatrics.
Move this deadline to next semester. Finish marathon shit so I can just lay down and be lazy. Hell yeah. You probably are. You already are. We're already the talk of drunkards, Paimon. We've saved 3 nations so far. 4 nations. We've saved 4 nations. This is the 5th one. Hey, bro, I swear I saw a tiny floating child. She had like a halo and like a star cape. It was crazy. Dude, I swear I'm not that drunk, alright? I saw it for real, man.
Uncle Marcel, you've also noticed that other thing, right? The fact that humans can dissolve in water?
Yes, I was reminded of your father's case right away. Is that what you're investigating now?
Exactly.
Yee.
I still don't have much solid proof, but I can sense that the other side has already begun to act.
Oh, and what makes you say that?
The fact that they sent fucking guards to attack us.
We were attacked on Araneus by some unnumbered Gardamax. And there was also an attempt to get me to drink water from the primordial sea.
If not for the vigilance of my partner, I probably wouldn't even be here talking to you right now.
Oh, you're giving us too much credit. Wasn't it you who protected us?
GP in Chinese, Greater Lord Rukadevata instead Maha Rukadevata. Maha means Greater Lord in the Hindu religion. Little Ganesha. Aww. Mahadevata. Huh. That's so cool. Oh my god. Lesser Lord Kusanali. How about we explore how about we explore the area ahead of us later? That was my tongue fucking twisted in knots.
Alas, it seems things are heating up again. The peace that Callus sought so dearly will soon become a thing of the past. But rest assured, Navia, Poisson will always remain a safe haven for you. If you're scared, you can always return there. If anyone dares to lay their hands on you there, the Confrérie of Cabrières will use its funds to the last Mora to bring them to justice.
Thank you, Uncle Marcel. But I don't intend to go into hiding. I'm going to strike while the iron's hot. Do you have any new thoughts on my father's case?
About that. Sorry, my age is catching up with me, so it'll take me a while to recall my memory. The Confrérie was responsible for that banquet, so I was out and about the whole time making sure things were running smoothly. I didn't even have the time to drink with the guests. Then I heard the sound of a gunshot, and the rest was history.
Oh, it's okay. No need to push yourself. We'll ask around some more, see if there are any valuable clues elsewhere.
Sounds good. Just let me know if you ever need Mora. All my wealth
Wait.
comes from Callus's patronage and support. I'll spend however much it takes to clear his name.
Well, alrighty. I was very impressed by how accurate they were. Oh, a Darshan. Darshan means vision? Oh, that's fascinating. Ooh. It's funny yet also tragic how they imprisoned a child since they expected them. Yeah. It's fucking wild. Dude, the sages were crazy, dude. My god. Alright, Marcel is the leader of the Confrérie of Cabrières, and was the organizer of the banquet years prior. The Confrérie and the Spina di Rosula have always maintained a close working relationship. Though his recollection of the events of the case is quite foggy, he is willing to defend Navia. Well, alright. Let's review our clues. I want to see the game teleport me. Yeah!
We've talked to all 3 suspects, purely based on their conversations with me.
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
The second one did. Yeah, none of them really stood out as a suspect.
I suppose that's to be expected, though. If a single conversation's all that's needed to find them out, then my father wouldn't have needed to investigate the case for so many years.
Damn straight.
Anyway, even though we didn't make a breakthrough, let's still compile what we were able to find.
But where should we start?
Jacques' motive.
Ah, you're right! Flora mentioned that Callus probably only ended up with the gun because of circumstance. That makes sense.
According to Jacques' family members, he already told them that he had been discovered, and that he had no choice before he left home that day. If I had to guess, he probably received an order from the synth boss to kill my father. Had he refused, he and his family's lives would have been forfeit.
Yep.
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
If I was Jacques, I wouldn't have fired a shot at all.
Oh? And why is that?
Could he guarantee his safety after killing Callus? Could he guarantee his family's safety after killing Callus? No. Oh shit. So maybe he intentionally missed?
Ooh, that's a good point.
But wait, no.
Jacques probably already knew that he was just being used as a tool for murder.
Yeah.
And once he had completed his mission, he'd be of no more use to his boss.
Did he hand the gun to Callus and tell him to kill him? No. No. He probably... Wait, I got it. I have an idea. They both reach for the gun. The gun! It fits here. Lol. Okay, here's what I think. Okay. So, Jacques, joined by somebody from the synth organization, right? Meets with Callus to kill him. Jacques goes to point the gun at Callus, and then fucking like turns and fires the shot trying to hit the person from the synth organization, right? And the person from the synth organization, it misses them, right? And shoots Jacques. And Jacques falls down. And then the Sith? No, the synth. Synth. S-I-N-T-H-E. All right. And then Callus picks up the gun in an attempt to avenge Jacques, right? And so he picked up the gun to shoot the guy who killed Jacques. But then that guy dissolves into water and is washed away by the rain, leaving him all alone. I think that's something. Wait, or what if the first shot broke a vial of the stuff that dissolve of the primordial sea, right? A bottle of primordial seawater, and when it was broken, it dissolved the person who... Yeah, I don't know. There's something here.
Huh. So, what would make more sense from his perspective would be to turn his back on the Order and seek protection from my father.
Thanks for the hydration, Lily. Seems the third person was the one who derailed everything.
Makes sense. But without evidence, that's still just a theory.
If I had to guess, right? Yeah, I know I'm over time. I wanted to meet with all of the suspects. So we're gonna wrap up after this conversation.
Besides Jacques, the attack from the Gardamex has been bothering me quite a bit as well.
Jacques was probably being watched, and so as Jacques tried to negotiate with Callus instead of killing him, that was when the third person intervened. Maybe.
It's obvious that our enemy has become more antsy after the secret of the primordial seawater was revealed.
Understandably.
Do you think he knew, even then, that we'd follow this lead to the end?
Given everything that's happened since, it's quite possible. But who among the 3 suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex?
Who among us? Well, the only one who could... Marcel has the money. Marcel has the money. Thierry has the access to government Gardamex, but it's apparently harder than we think. But he could just be bullshitting us. Privately owned Marcel.
Uncle Marcel? My father did really trust him. And they worked together on a large number of projects. Maybe that's how he got to know
Guy
Jacques.
Thierry.
And with funds from the Confrérie, he could also afford a large number of Gardamex. It's still really hard for me to imagine, though.
Yeah.
After all, Uncle Marcel has been around since I was just a child.
Yeah, I get you.
Also, wouldn't this mean he has been spending a whole lot of Mora and energy to fight his own synth business?
Maybe it was someone else. It's gotta be Thierry, right?
Thierry, you say? Huh. It is possible that he's figured out a way to convert the Gardamex for personal use.
Keep the stream in the background. Read those pieces of info dump when you feel like it. Yeah, yeah.
But I didn't feel like he was lying when he was talking to us about the mecha. I also don't think he'd be able to keep that kind of tampering under wraps.
Yeah. Had he actually tampered with the mecha, we'd be able to prove it with a simple check of the guard's inventory.
Yeah, I guess so.
If the mecha were taken from the guards, it should be pretty easy to find out when and how that happened.
Maybe it was someone else. Could it have been Florent?
Florent?
Florent.
It is true that he was closest to my father, and thus had the best chance of learning about his dealings with Jacques. But as Spina di Rosula's advisor, his work mostly deals with personnel and security, so he shouldn't have much means when it comes to finances.
Yeah.
So you're saying he's too broke to afford a mecha army?
Yeah, that would track.
Exactly. He can't. And even if he could, I don't think he would be able to dispatch a whole group so quickly. Who could it be?
I think... He's very grateful to Callus for his kindness. He was also present at the banquet on the day of the case. He can provide evidence that Callus did not carry a gun with him. I kind of feel like I'm still sus of Thierry, but he makes a good point, and Paimon made a good point that we could just investigate the stock numbers of Gardamex. You know, it would be clear that if he took them from the guard, like that would be dead obvious. Maybe Marcel.
You know, if you think everything through, Uncle Marcel is indeed the most suspicious of them all.
Could we be missing other suspects? Malus didn't know about the people turning into water thing when he narrowed it down to these 3, did he?
I guess not.
Malus has always been very reliable, and his judgment of others' trustworthiness has been fair and well considered. When he laid out his case for the 3, the rationale he gave me made a lot of sense as well. The suspect is knowledgeable about the Spina's internal affairs, has the means to dispatch Mecha to assassinate us, and possesses significant intellect and foresight. Even if I don't want to believe it, I'm starting to see how things could all tie back to Uncle Marcel.
He is someone who's very close to you, after all.
Well, we still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and speculating.
The synth production base.
Yes, Malus did say that charging straight in there would be extremely risky. But we don't have any other options right now. We need far more solid proof before we can hope to go charging in on our enemy.
You're not wrong.
Navia, here you are.
Oh, shit.
I've been looking for you.
Oh, boy.
Huh? Aren't you the guy from the guards? Did something happen?
Yeah. News came from Irenaeus just after you left. We've got another trial on our hands.
Oh, fuck.
Wasn't that place built specifically for holding trials? What's so newsworthy about this one?
I know. But they said the person they're putting on trial is a Fatui harbinger called Tartaglia.
Oh, shit! Wait, child?
What? Is that someone you know?
Finally, child goes to jail. Fucking finally.
We know him. Maybe even a little too well.
Well,
Yeah.
he's been accused of being the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. It's absurd, don't you think?
Yeah, that seems... How could it be child?
Wait, how? None of our investigations have had anything to do with him.
It's just because he's Fatui. They're just like the Fatui or scum. It's which
That's
I mean
what I
they're not
thought
wrong.
was strange about it, so I came to tell you the news right away.
But,
If the charge against him stands, then it'll be next to impossible to get the guards to support any of our planned investigations.
Right. Because they'll think they've already found the culprit.
Yeah. And it'll be a lot harder then to clear Mr. Callus's name.
Jesus.
I understand. Well, partner, what do you think we should do? We still haven't found any conclusive evidence.
Let's split up.
Huh? Split up? What do you mean?
Fatui means clown. The cryo archon is harsh. I mean, what is it like the Commedia dell'arte or whatever the heck is what the archons are based off of? Or wait, no. That's what the Fatui are based off of, right? They have like their whole like, it's like their all their different roles, like Arlecchino and like it's like they're all performance roles. The Balladeer, all of that, in like in the Commedia dell'arte, which is great, so cool. You can go to Irenaeus while I'll go investigate that place. I'm confident in my combat abilities.
Just as
Irenaeus.
expected of my partner. Since this is a trial about the serial disappearances case, the culprit's attention will be focused on Irenaeus, leaving his home base wide open.
Well, that's one hope.
You're right. This is our best opportunity. All right then, let's do this. I'll stall them at the Opera House and charge Marcel as the true culprit.
You're just gonna say that in front of Thierry? You're just gonna say that in front of Thierry? You're just gonna say that in front of Thierry?
I won't have any
Okay.
chance of making that charge stick,
Alright.
though, unless we find more evidence. It'll be up to you to make it back in time and hand the decisive evidence to me.
Oh boy. We're on the other side of the Phoenix Wright case. Literally. It's like when fucking Phoenix Wright is on the fucking podium and he's like, fuck, I don't have the evidence to prove this. And then somebody barges in and is like, I'm the new witness in this case. I would like to testify. Arlecchina and Columbina are lovers in the Commedia dell'arte. And when it was revealed they were both women, here in Genshin, I immediately knew what they were. Oh yeah, absolutely. I was so excited when I learned that, like, oh yeah, they're both girls, but like, they're lovers in the source story, and I'm like, yo, classic Genshin, classic Hoyoverse sneaking in homosexuality. Signora literally means ma'am in Italian. Yeah. Oh god. Leave it to me.
We'll help you, just like you helped us in Linny's trial.
Fuck yeah.
Demoiselle, please allow us to accompany you.
I'm ready.
Hold on, what if it's Melus? What if it wouldn't that be fucked up? Wouldn't that be fucked up if it's actually Melus and not like any of our suspects? Wouldn't that be fucked up?
Ah, Malou, Silver. When did you two get here?
These gays are trying to murder me. Yeah.
We heard that you'll be leaving Poisson and figured that you might require our assistance.
Alright.
It's our hope that your confidence will be bolstered with the two of us by your side.
Alright.
Thank you so much. Then, let's make haste for Arrhenius. Paimon, Traveler, I'll see you at the Opera House.
I bet. Suspect analysis. Combining the information regarding the Gardamex and the investigation results so far, it can be concluded that there is only one person who could have a large number of Gardamex in his possession and run the synth business without leaving traces. This person is none other than Marcel. That's our assumption. I don't know if it just builds an assumption based on whichever one you choose, or if I chose correctly the first time on that one, but...
We should also get going. The location has already been marked on the map, so let's head over.
Alright, so we are going to stop here. Somewhat unnerving but cool, if I recall correctly. The Fatui leitmotif can be heard there. Oh shit, the Opera House? Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Alright, let's collect some rewards and quick wrap things up. Shabba-dabba-dabba-dabba-doo.
Thank
Shaboop.
you for complete.
You're welcome. And let's make some condensed. This is an easy way to just get around the whole problem. Just make some condensed. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Nice seeing and catching up with y'all. I hope you'll stay safe and have a good one. Hell yeah! I'll catch you later. See ya, Apocalypse. Sleep easy. Good luck in your pulls, especially of Farina. Thanks. Yes, yeah. Looking intently. I'm gonna quick collect from my sort of teapot.
This route.
Wait, wrong button. Shoop. Boop. Boop. Alright. Oh, yo, 666! Holy shit! Oh my god! Oh, fuck! Oh no, my Serenity Teapot is haunted! We gotta get out of here! We gotta get out of here! Oh god! Oh no! Oh, just making sure you don't do too much. Thank you! I love you! Thank you so much for keeping an eye on me. Because, yep, I'm only supposed to do a little bit. See, today is technically, whatchamaheckin', the day for, who's her face, what's her name? Why am I forgetting her name? Why am I forgetting her? I can't be forgetting her name. Mualani. Today is technically the day for Mualani's talent materials, so I could farm them, but once again, we are overtime, so we won't do that. I will ascend Mualani once, though, because I was able to acquire the materials for that. Let's do the one other thing. I wanted to at least fulfill the battle pass requirement. So we're going to do this. And do that. What does talent materials mean? So leveling up like their abilities, because every character has abilities and you can level them up using these. And so these are farmable on certain days of the week. all of them are available on Sunday, though. Skill enhance, but Genshin not... Yeah, basically that. Yeah. Whatever skill enhances in ZZZ, I imagine it's the same. Yeah. I have 30 resin left over, but let me see. When's the recharge time? I mean, next Teyvat in the morning should be before that, right? It's called skill enhance and it's not a daily thing? Real. Oh, wait. Yeah, I should be good. Yeah. Next Teyvat in the morning should be within 22 hours, so we should be fine. Let me collect my battle pass rewards. Bop, bop. And oh right, I need to do this. Oh fuck, I totally forgot. Oh shit. Okay. We gotta do our daily, get our daily double. Fuck, we gotta get our daily double. Shit. Making the skill mats a daily thing sucks. Oh, it really does. It really does. Fun fact though, if somebody has a daily, what is it? The Stellar Reunion thing? So like if they've just come back from playing the game after a long break, they will have all of the mats available every day, right? And if you join their world, you can actually use their settings. You can farm for anything. So that's a fun fact. If you want to do that, you can try making an alt account, actually. But you would have to have some way of logging into that alt account and your main account at the same time. But you can try making an alt account, and basically just go IFK on it for long enough to get Stellar Reunion, and then you can farm whenever.
Gotcha.
Just one? I was like, what is this? Where are the sound effects? I feel like we are significantly missing sound effects here. What's going on? Hello? What did I do? I just broke the game's sound effect engine or something? What? Hello? Oh, hello. Hi? What? Are you good? Hello? Bye. Night. Alright, I'm gonna have to use another one of these, which sucks, but hey, you know, whatever. I literally have 100 of them. It's not that big of a deal. Alright. And once I do this, I am all set.
Skyward! Scatter!
2 hours is gonna be a big no-no. Like, hitting 2 hours, I'm gonna feel really bad. But that's gonna happen. We're gonna hit 2 hours. We won't go beyond hitting 2 hours though. Once we hit 2 hours, I'm gonna be like, this is too far. I have gone too far. Oh come on, can you leave me alone? Please, can you leave me alone? Leave me alone!
Skyward! Scatter!
This fucking music. It's so good. Ah! No! Go back up!
Strike a pop! Here comes the catch.
Aw man, it's Fatui. This seems boring. That's fine, whatever. I was hoping I would continue to get more of those items, but it's fine, I guess. Because the whistles are needed for ascending whatchamahecker, Mualani. So I did kind of want those, but that's fine. That's fine. All right. So once again, we're back at this number, which whatever. Okay, so we got all our doubles. Let's head back to Fontaine, where we will end off. And do our one pull of the day, as a little treat. Always nice to have one pull for fun. You don't like the whistles? What, like the enemy drops? The whistle enemy drops? That's real. The material? Why is the... I actually want to know. I want to know why you don't like it. Go look at it? Alright. Would it, like, not work as a whistle? Is that, like, maybe what bothers you? Wait. It's a finger? Oh my god, it is a finger. Oh my god, it is a finger. It really looks like a finger. The part that you blow on looks like it's the fingernail. It really looks like it's a finger. It really is a finger. No, it's a fucking finger. Oh god. Alright. Here's our daily poll. Let's do a standard. Because I don't really have any interest in Kinich. Actually, I could do on... Alright, you know what? I feel like I'm obligated to at least pull on Kinich, like, at least once, right? So I'll pull on Kinich once. Gotta do my daily pull, you know? And we get nothing. That's fine. Once again, just a daily pull. Just for fun. And, that's all for today's Teyvat in the morning. I will catch you all later. Imagine if it was gold, I would lose my mind. If that was gold, I would fucking lose it. But yeah, so that is it for today's Teyvat in the morning. Let me stop our timer here. We went over time by quite a lot. But hey, is what it is. Thank y'all so much for joining me. I'm going to head out, get the rest of my day started. Let me quick pull up my schedule for streams this week. So as you can see here, tonight we're playing Fire Emblem Three Houses. This was requested by Alicia. Ishtar Von Ordelia in chat right now. We'll be doing that. Also, wait, why did I just realized that the Twitch chat widget just died randomly. Like, it's just not working anymore. I didn't even notice that. Like, it died after, like... What the fuck? Wait, no. Wait, hold on. Wait, why is it filtering out Alicia? Wait, why? Wait, what? Wait, it's filtering you out. What? Okay, I'm gonna need to test that. All right, but first thing, when stream's over, I'm gonna try and figure out why it's filtering you out, and we'll fix that. What the fuck? Okay, all right. Anyways, tonight I'll catch you on Fire Emblem Three Houses with Alicia. Well, not with, you know, Alicia's request. Thank y'all so much. I'll catch you later. Don't drown. Don't drown. Especially don't get dissolved by primordial seawater. Bye.